I'm John.
And I'm John.
And this is the last main season extra lap recap of season 7.
Season
Recap. And we're down to the final 4.
Ah! Sorry, I have a cold, so I'm just making noises. I can't talk.
So this week, it's the music video challenge.
Yes, and out of the box comes Michelle Visage, no RuPaul, because RuPaul's busy getting ready for lunch.
And tells them like the real shade. They all have to do the music video, but the one who loses is gonna get cut out. Let's dive into it.
It's time for our top 5
Of the week.
Number 5 moment is when Candace Kane enters the room.
She's clearly a drag legend
Yes.
and a trans legend as the first trans woman on a network TV show. But she's also a drag race legend because she comes and she teaches them how to dance all the time.
And she's wearing a bad-ass pink jumpsuit.
Hit it!
They go in the studio, and she's coaching them. Wigs are coming off, earrings are coming off. They're falling apart. And she's like, bitch, let me tell you how it was. 1994, I'm at the Crowbar. It's Tuesday night at 2:30 a.m. I am turning the shit out. People are dying, gagging, living, dying again. Meanwhile, I'm gonna run out into traffic. Stop traffic in Manhattan at 2:30 in the morning, do some spins. And you can't keep your fucking wig on. Number 4,
This is John and John's Extra Lap Recap with John and Mariah.
who's hungry?
I'm hungry.
It's time for lunch with RuPaul. And I hope you rock Kleenexes.
This year, Lunch with RuPaul got all Barbara Walters on us. Everybody's crying.
I know, it always does. But like the thing is, if you sit down and make eye contact, you're doomed. She is gonna zero in, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, I was 14 and my father left us at a truck stop and all I had was a roll of quarters and some cocoa butter. Ru connects with them, brings out their story, and gets the story behind the story. It's like, you know, life ain't always like, you know, Thunderpuss remixes and happy times.
Rainbows and lip sync.
Yeah.
Rainbows and 301s.
Exactly. Unless you're Violet Chachki, and she's like, so how's your life been? I'm good.
How far did you imagine yourself coming?
Oh, the winner.
Yeah,
She's
Violet is like the queen of unbothered.com.
RuPaul's like, I could tell you've always been like fashionable. You're fierce. And she's like, I am.
Yep.
Who's your biggest cheerleader? Me. Which leads us to number 3. The queens hit the runway. Kennedy comes out in her own pride float. Oh my God. I tried to find a picture that would make this make sense, but she looked like a cootie. Those little toys you had when you were a kid, and they were like, it was like a worm, and each had different colors. They were like, it was like round segments of a caterpillar. She's so curvy, she looked like a cootie.
Admittedly, I haven't seen a cootie in a long time, but that's not what I remember it looking like.
She was a cootie patootie. Well, that's not how I remember it in my head, which could be completely wrong. And that might be masking some other inner trauma that I...
I think it was kind of the ultimate expression of Kennedy, as she claimed herself.
Because it was gay and drag. Ginger comes out in her white, like, super pageant-y gown, all this fringy stuff. She looks kind of amazing, but I was kind of like,
Yeah, like it had a slight Mother of the Bride
very mom.
thing, but then that's kind of Ginger's character.
Yeah.
She looked good.
And the more I looked at it, the more I liked it.
Yeah, and the face is beautiful. I mean, she's gorgeous. Like
Hair to here.
I get it. Pearl was wearing flowing, long lingerie thing. I don't know. To me, it looked a little bit like she was in like a boudoir outfit.
She had on a sleeper.
I think Pearl is amazing, and the wig was perfection.
I think it was the same wig from the conjoined twins, but it was the two of them on her one head.
Yeah, well, the two of them together was
Yeah.
everything and more.
Fla,
out-
zay, da.
The outfit was classic Pearl, but I kind of like it when, you know, I don't know, I like it when she wears like real dresses. But anyway, Pearl's gorgeous and I'm into her, so.
And Violet came out in slacks. Can I say, Violet is the skinniest bitch, like, ever. Smallest waist in Drag Race history. I clock back rolls.
That's not back rolls, that's her liver being squished up and out. Be careful, Violet. Don't fuck your body up.
Back rolls.
Number 2.
Wait, that's backwards. They're making their case for why they should be the queen, or they're all queens. And Ru says, what would you say to like the 5-year-old you? And she pulls out baby pictures, like little boy pictures.
What would Kennedy Davenport have to say to little Ruben?
Speaking of Rubens, I'm starving.
It's sort of cute to see the little boy that turned into the big
Queen,
queen.
the big woman.
For me, the best was when Violet is talking to like 4-year-old Violet, And that was totally like in 2005.
He's like, you have no idea how amazing you are, but you probably already do because you're amazing. You're gonna be amazing, and no one's gonna get it that you're amazing. So you're amazing. You're the shit. Boom.
What would you say to little gorgeous 7-year-old John?
I would say, oh my God, can I take ballet? John, what would you say to little baby gay John?
Your makeup is terrible. Youth is wasted on the young.
Yeah.
And now we're at number 1.
Number 1 is our top 3. So before there's a top 3, they make their speeches about why they should be queen. And here's what we learned.
Kennedy doesn't condone anything.
Violet's not bothered. Ginger gets a little bitchy like, she sucks, she sucks, she sucks, she sucks. America's full of fat people. I'm one of them. Hello, let's represent.
Yeah, she has a point.
Pearl's like, I'm exhausted.
Is like, oh God, I fucking took all the energy that I had in my entire life and used it in the last 5 weeks. Like, just give me the goddamn crown.
She's like, bitch, I've had a rough life and I can't even tell you about it because it's gonna get too weird. But look at this.
And then Kennedy goes home.
Yeah.
And let's not forget that Kennedy is responsible for the greatest line, I think, of the season, and possibly of the entire series.
My hair is whooped and beat. My face is done, and you cannot tell me nothing.
I want you to whisper in my ear who you think should win.
Wait, we have to write it down. We're gonna write it on a piece of paper and then we're gonna open it afterwards.
What piece of paper?
Well, we'll get one.
Okay. We write down who we want to win, and then we're gonna fold it up, hide it away for a couple weeks.
In a box that Octavia Spencer is gonna like be forced to like deal with for like the entirety of the broadcast. But that stupid shit wasn't the Oscars. Really?
And then we're gonna open it after the winner is announced, and we're gonna see if we were right.
I'm gonna put it in Delta Works' bosom and fish it out in 2 weeks. What would you say to this picture of 8-year-old John?
You're gorgeous, you're perfect. It's all downhill from here. It gets much, much worse.